As a priest, one of the greatest things I get to do is forgive sins in the confessional. It's one of the things I enjoy most, not because I like to hear sins, but because I like to see the mercy of God at work in people's lives. And I know going through seminary and things, I was a little afraid of confession for myself at that time because I would be dealing with a lot of sins. I was dealing with a lot of different sins, and sometimes I was having to go to confession once or twice a week, and it was embarrassing for me. And I always thought, whatever priest it might be, if I see the same priest twice, that he's gonna be like, oh, this guy again. Oh, I know what he's gonna say again, and uh, it was a lot of weight on my shoulders. But I find that that is not ever the case. It was never the case with anyone that I ever went to confession with. And for myself as a confessor, I never think that. I never at once think, "Oh, now I have to deal with this person again. Oh, I have to deal with this sin again." And I don't believe that it's a human quality of mine, but rather it is the quality of God's mercy that works in me. I believe 100% that there's something of the Father's heart that is given to me as a priest in that moment of confession, because I don't see that person in front of me as a failure, but one who is trying, as someone who is worthy of God's mercy, because God's mercy goes to the greatest depths of our despair. I know the Father's mercy in my own life, and it's what I desire so much that other people would know. And it's also the reason why we must forgive. As Jesus tells St. Peter today, he tells us to forgive from the heart and to always forgive. Now, this is probably one of the most difficult things we're called to do. And so, how do we do it? Well, I believe that with human strength, it is not possible. It's not possible for me to forgive the people who have hurt me so deeply, the people who have wounded me or that continue to wound me. And it doesn't mean that I have to treat this person as if they can walk all over me now. But I don't want to hold on to anything in my heart against them. One method of forgiveness, or at least being free of resentment, that I've been taught more recently is to pray for the person who I have unforgiveness toward each day and pray that God blesses them, especially with the things that I know that they would need. Maybe if they've been cruel to me or they've lied to me, give them an honest and compassionate heart, Lord. And you know what? The first day of doing that, I probably won't really mean it. I probably won't mean it. But here's the deal. Jesus commands us to forgive. He doesn't tell us to feel like it. He says that you must forgive. He does say to forgive from the heart, and we can only do that with his help. So each day to pray for this person. And I think that 2 weeks is a good time to at least do that and see how you feel. Because what happens, not by my own strength, but by the strength of God, is that I start to see that person in a little bit different light. That I don't cringe when I see them, or I don't want to walk the other way. I think this is the most beautiful gift that the Lord can give us. Let's ask the Lord today for that grace to forgive, not because we want to or that we feel like it, but because he's asked us to, and because he has forgiven us and saved us from our sins.